And we're live.
We're live.
Good to go. So how's it going, Dan?
So far so good. How about yourself?
Not bad. Not
Not
bad.
bad.
You had to endure all the setup process.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a learning experience.
Yeah. Our audio is working, thank God, this time.
Real quick. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Ryan, Zach, and Nick. Love you guys.
Nice.
And the
Nice.
rest.
And the rest.
And the rest. Can't forget the rest.
All right, yep. It looks like we're good. Hopefully. We'll see some comments pop up hopefully. If
I think my hair looks good.
All right, so you are actually in a band, a local band?
Yeah, I'm in a few bands, but my main band is Play Dirty.
Play Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the song. We'll get to the song shortly, but what would your example of this type of music be? Like who's your guys' inspirations? Because it sounds more 80ish and
Well, really, we tried to go the whole classic rock style with that. But unfortunately, we need to open up to the younger crowd as well, so we needed that modern vocals to it.
yeah.
Which is where we found our singer, Zach Birdsell. So we thought maybe we could take that, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, or even Van Halen feel, but mix it with a modern vocal, and that's where Play Dirty came from. We got the roots, our classic rock sound, but with the modern vocals,
Awesome.
and that's where Play Dirty came from.
Because it was good. It was definitely an older feel, and you don't hear a lot of people doing that anymore.
Unfortunately, no, they're all hidden underground,
Which I don't really. I mean, I kind of understand it. Yes, it's not today's kind of pop rock type situation.
Rock.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not picking on you guys, but yeah, just kind of adventure out because your style of music is a lot better. We were actually talking about it earlier. Ben Denman.
Oh yeah, the Deadmans band. Those guys are kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you know of them locally, it was more their type of sound. We'll
Yeah,
actually we can actually go right into the song if you want to.
Sure, that's cool.
So here is did we mention that you're the bassist?
No, I'm the bass player. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the bass
Okay,
player.
so you play bass.
I'm the balls. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the backbone of the song. Carries
Rhythm is
everybody
always-
forward.
Yeah, drums and bass. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so we'll bring it back to 0 and we will pause our elevator music cuz we don't want that to interfere. All right. So we'll actually bring up your guys' album art.
Oh yeah, that's the art of the EP. Yeah.
Yep.
Last
Okay.
call.
So here,
There's an ace in his sleeve. If you don't see that.
yeah, I noticed that and I was like, "Oh, I get it. Play Dirty. I see it."
Mm-hmm.
That was good. All right, here's Prison City by Play Dirty.
I've been beat up, been put down, been kicked all over the place. I can't had enough. I don't want no more. I'm on the edge, about to lose control. 'Cause I've got
So yeah, that is really that's good.
Thanks, man.
That was a good song.
You know, that song's actually about Auburn, New York, because
Yeah.
it's prison city.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's
prison.
that's what I got from it, and I was like, well, he's not from Auburn, so who actually wrote the song?
Well, see, all instrumentals came from Zach, or not Zach, or yeah, well, Zach Steele, drummer, myself, the bass player, Chris Bizzano, dueling lead, and then there's Jake Stuck, who's also the lead. We wrote the instrumentals, but lyrics came from both Zach Steele, drummer, and our lead singer, Birdslow. Birdslow came up with the idea to make, a song about Auburn, because that's where the band was formed, in Auburn, because we all went to the college here. So, and that's where they came up with the idea. Well, let's call it Prison City,
And that song is actually playing on the college station.
Yep.
Oh.
Win 89 FM, 89.1. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to actually have something that's being played to the public, and like that's got to feel pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. I believe it or not, I was actually this was about a year ago, close to a year ago. I walked into Tops in my town. It's a store. I walked in and I heard the song actually playing on the radio. I was like, "Oh my god, that's me!" And people are like, "I don't care." It's just. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's really cool. So, do you do anything else besides? I know you went to college for
telecommunications, radio, and TV.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So do you pick up on any of that now, or what are you doing currently?
Well, honestly, I'm trying to. I want to finish my degree going into. I want to get my bachelor's and then maybe my master's, because I would love to come back and do a lot of adjunct work or just teaching in college. But yeah, that's really what I'm looking into. Or if I can't do that, I would love to get into some sort of live theater management or executive directing. You know what I mean? Because I love the whole idea of either pyrotechnics, crazy lights, the whole stage show, entertaining. So I'd love to get into that. But we'll see where life takes me.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I was like 17 or something, my sister constantly was like, "You need to go into lighting and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that. I kind of like I like video, I like photography, I like to work with the camera, and actually getting into all of this stuff, the audio side of it was pretty kind of overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot more. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, yeah, especially like as far as recording goes, and like
Mm-hmm.
your like latency when you're applying it to video and everything like that. It gets kind of overwhelming. But as far as audio goes, what is your experience with it?
Well, I mean, I have an associate's in audio recording, actually at CCC here in Auburn. There's that. I mean, I was on actually the radio station we were just talking about. I was a day DJ. I was only on for about an hour on Mondays usually, if I remembered my shift.
Oh, nice.
I would forget a few things,
Nice.
but it happens. But really, audio-wise, besides playing the band, doing live sound, and the radio, that's pretty much where I come back. That's pretty much my background when it comes to audio.
Nice. Nice. That's cool. How was DJing?
DJing's a lot of fun, especially when you have a good teacher. Jeff says meatballs. He loves meatballs. It's our joke. If he sees us, he'll. But he's the one who basically taught me how to. At first, they had a student teach me. The student didn't 100%. Wasn't really with it. But so I was a little scared to be on as a DJ, because if you mess up, you get fined, and then there's a. But
Oh, really?
yeah, you will get fined if you say certain words on the radio, or if you.
We actually talked about the 7 dirty words that you can't say on radio or
yeah.
TV. Yeah. We talked about that last time when Frankie was here.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was afraid I was gonna mess up or have dead air on or something, But then he taught me really what to do, and it's honestly a lot of fun. You wouldn't think it, because once you get in there, you have no idea what you're doing. You don't know how to run the software, but once you get to it, it's a complete ball. Then you sit there and you listen to music. You hear the other DJs running around, being stupid. It's a lot of fun, and you learn a lot too.
I really like in that song that you guys put in that little audio clip at the end of it of who was that? Was that the drummer?
That was our singer, Zach Birdslow. I don't think that was an accident, actually.
Yeah.
It was just there, and we thought we got rid of it, and then you just kind of hear it in the recording. We're like, oh, yeah, too late now,
No, that's awesome.
awesome.
I love it when a band leaves stuff like that in, because like it kind of gives like a personality to it. Like it's a rock song, so
Yeah.
you should have that kind of like no fucks given kind of
Exactly,
feel
yeah.
to it, and that's awesome.
Right,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, I think the quote is, I don't know if I did it right, but toasty, or whatever he said. Yeah, at the end there.
Yeah, that's great.
Uh,
And you were saying that song was not really cut too much, right? It was.
No, there wasn't a whole lot of editing to that actually. That one came. That's our first cut of the song. It really. We recorded it at the college, and then our rhythm guitar player Chris did a little bit of editing on it, and then really all there is just levels, and then we just put some reverb on some stuff, and that's really it. It was really recorded live. We didn't take turns going in, So for being live, it came out pretty, well.
So
I mean,
all
it's
of
still
you,
not mastered,
all
but it's
of
still,
you at work once.
yep, in the studio at the same time, yeah.
Wow. How many takes did you guys do?
Well, you would think it would only be like a couple, but probably like 17 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Well, no,
crazy.
I mean that's normal from what I've heard. What was it? That famous rap song was done in one take, and it was straight to radio. I forget what it was, but like
I have
that
no idea.
it was a big milestone for rap that like they need to
Gotcha.
be taken seriously as musicians.
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang with I don't know if you played the old Thrasher game. It was
Gotcha.
level 1 song. It was
Gotcha.
pretty cool. But
But yeah, a lot of people. I mean, you obviously respect music, and a lot of people that listen to music on the radio, they don't really realize, being in the studio and playing in a band it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of fun. You get a lot. You get fans, and then when you're a local band, you're not really famous. People are like, "Oh my God, I want your autograph. Give me a hug," and you're like, "Don't touch me." It's just
yeah.
or when that happens in Walmart or in the restroom, it's like the weirdest thing ever. Um, so but people don't really realize how difficult it is inside of the studio because when you're in there from like 8 in the morning to almost 8 at night, 12
Oh yeah.
hours
Yeah.
on the same song because something's wrong or I don't think people understand how difficult that is. But once it's out, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of local bands really want you to listen to their music because they work really hard on it,
Yeah. Yeah. And like what's your experience with live shows? Have you only done it up at the Auburn Public Theater? I know you shared a video with me where you were just playing at like a backyard party.
No, yeah, that was River Jam actually. No, we've done a lot of let's see, when I first started in the band, there was 2 other members in Play Dirty besides myself, so there's a total of 3 that were in this band when we first started as teenagers. We it was a band called Dead End. We see, in that band alone, we did, I'm gonna say a little over like 160, 170 shows just alone there, and then Play Dirty, not as many shows, but we've done quite a few, and we've played really all around New York pretty much. We haven't really hit down towards like Albany or New York City yet. It'd be nice, but we really hit, places like Syracuse, Rochester, over towards Buffalo. Not really in Buffalo, but town close to Buffalo. Just we've done a lot of more like East and West New York. You know what I mean? So, but
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Nice. Well, that's cool. I mean, plus that's a huge way to get yourself out there.
Oh yeah, playing all over the place.
Do you guys have like an actual CD? I know that's one song, but
Yeah,
did you
we do. We
record
do have an
any?
EP. Yep. Cougar Records produced this for us. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. It's an EP called Last Call, which was actually on the album art you just saw there. Yeah, that will be up. We will be selling that soon. As soon as we start getting back into doing shows, we'll be selling those, at our shows, along with hopefully some T-shirts that I'm trying to create. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What are you going as far as a T-shirt design?
Well, I would love to take the art from the EP, and I would love to put that in the front of a T-shirt.
The Play Dirty this little thing right here.
Or if the art underneath or the like where the cards are, if that can't be in, at least just the Play Dirty on top there.
Oh, okay.
With Last Call underneath it.
So you're gonna stick with kind of that cursive type writing.
Yeah, make it pretty looking,
and then
just for now.
Go with this Last Call, or are you just gonna do the? Because that's the album, correct?
Yeah,
Last Call.
Yep, that's what it's called. Yep, Last Call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, let me know if you ever need any help with
design.
any design stuff.
Yeah. By the way, thank you for letting me on here, man. You got a lot of stuff here, and this is incredible. Yeah.
Well, like you were saying, like studio type stuff. You know,
It's a
it,
lot
it
of work.
takes it takes a lot of work, and just to even get like this audio to pipe into the computer properly, and like there's what is it? It's like the 48 hertz or whatever that is. It's it,
Yeah.
it's so complicated, and then like you'll end up with choppy audio in some of your
Oh, yeah.
recordings and stuff. But so far, I've gotten it dialed in pretty well, and
Yeah.
but it's not it's fun. That's the
It is a
best.
lot of fun, yeah.
That's the best part about it.
And it's
like,
something you can't really get worse at either. You only get better at it,
yeah.
until, technology gets better and then you got to keep learning stuff. But, that's all part of it.
Actually, this past couple weeks since the last show, I went into I busted the processor out of this computer, and I liquid metal. Uh, they make this like thermal paste that's actually liquid metal, and you take the processor apart and you put it on the actual chip, and then you put the IHS back on it, and it drops about 20 degrees off of your running temperatures.
Jeez.
So like what I was able to do 2 weeks ago, as far as like open programs and stuff like that, until my computer's just like, I can't do this. You're killing me right now. I can do more now. So like the recording should be a little bit better,
Right.
and stuff like that. I wanted stuff to actually apply to the show itself. Like a couple weeks ago, I did the intro and I redid like the logo and stuff like that, and then I
It's incredible.
worked on the green screen or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's consistently adding and stuff. I didn't get any visual stuff done.
No, I think it looks great though, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just fun to like to be able to talk to people, have a conversation,
Yeah.
and that's what I really wanted to do, was just like just a bullshit session,
Yeah.
I don't want to dick around with. We tried the whole news thing like I was talking to you about earlier, but it's not that great.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And there's always more bad news than good news, and then trying
Exactly.
to find like actual good news is really hard.
Yeah, plus you're going to piss somebody off because they don't agree with it. And it's just,
Yeah.
oh, I know.
So now I'm just trying to stay with the best news that I can provide is like people from around here, and
Right.
that's what I'd like to keep doing.
Right. Yeah.
And actually, if you didn't know, for the past like year and a half, I've actually been on probation for a situation I put myself in a while ago, and I haven't been able to drive or anything like that. So
Gotcha.
so now I'm coming off of that portion of my shit life.
Right. No, I got you. Yeah.
And I'm actually, hopefully I'm going to be able to either make this mobile or just be able to get out there and talk to people a little bit more, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and encourage them to want to come on to this and talk about themselves, because there's a lot of people around here that are doing stuff,
Of course.
but then they kind of feel trapped because it's this local environment that no one really cares about your stuff. They care about their stuff.
Of course. Yep. It's a doggy dog world, man.
Yeah, and you would think with us being so close to like New York City and stuff like that, I think the general perception of it is like we have it easier than a lot of other people, but it's not that easy. Like
It's not.
like Central New York is so far separated from like the city and like people producing stuff down there that like it's close to impossible to get involved down there
Oh, of course.
with people. And no, but I'd like people to feel like this could possibly be an outlet to like show the world like, hey, this is what I work on, this is what I do, you
Right.
know.
Helping people out, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
another stepping stone. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my main goal of this show, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
awesome though.
Whenever I tell anybody, yeah, I got a live show this week, and they're like, what?
Right.
What are you doing? I'm like, it's a podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast. It's just it's a camera.
Right. Exactly.
But Oh. And this is why I wish people would comment. Maybe he did. Oh, he did. Oops.
Hi, Ryan.
So I actually left Frankie's thing up from last show. And see, there's little kinks that you have to work out every time, and it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's all right. Frankie's a cool guy. It's all good.
Yeah. So this is actually episode 8, guys. My bad. My B. Hopefully that updates. But so yeah, what else are you working on as far as like you guys have any upcoming shows or anything planned or?
Well, let's see. Band-wise, we do have 2 or 3 shows booked for this summer. I'm not allowed to give out details yet, but trust me, they're coming out. There's those. Band-wise, I mean, there's a couple of side projects that we're working on. A couple of members of Play Dirty have another side project. We don't have a name for it yet, but I mean, it's really it's kind of the same thing as Play Dirty, but I think it's a little more to the roots. It's a really AC/DC sounding thing, just a lot of like bar fun, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. We actually have the guitar player from the band Dim Ladia. It wasn't Dim Ladia. He's now he's playing guitar for us now, just for fun. There's that, and then our drummer's got his other band Pawner. They're from Victor. They're doing pretty well. And then our singer Zach Birdzilla has his band with his brothers called Hope Is, right? Yeah, I think it's called Hope Is. If it's not, I'm sorry, guys. Called Hope Is. They're pretty cool too. All three. There's 2 twins, and then there's Zach. They're all brothers. They're actually really good, and they play really well together, So there's that, which is awesome. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on our own time, and then Play Dirty's eventually once, because here in New York with the winter, no one comes to shows, no one wants to. It's too cold. So really, we try to play, but it's so hard to. You never know with the weather. You never know with anything. But come summertime, that's when everyone's out partying. That's when all the college kids are home, and it's a lot more fun then. Do a lot of outside shows, and it's a lot of fun. That way you can have the Women's Right to Rock show. That show is one of my favorites to play because we usually headline Friday night, and the crowd is usually huge because you got all the partiers out, and it's just you feed off the energy of the crowd. So, then of course you have some crowd members that just don't know how to be in a crowd. It's hard to explain. Like
I think we understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The people that probably shouldn't be in the crowd.
Yeah, like there's this one guy. We were doing the Women's Right to Rock last summer, 2017, and we're like, the singer goes, "We want to hear you scream," and this guy just yells at the top of his lung like, "Ah!" Like we're like, "What are you doing?" And we can hear him over everybody, even over all of our instruments. It's like the craziest thing. I was like, "Dude, you need to be an opera singer." But yeah, it's just he had no idea how to be in a crowd. He jumped up on the stage there a little bit and started humping the pole. I'm like, "What are you doing?" But
yeah, can you have fun down there, please?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't hump anyone, but just have fun, please.
Yeah, it's like some weird stuff, man. A lot of weird stuff happens when you're in a band.
Nice. You said you actually had a couple funny stories. What did you have in mind in sharing today?
All right, well, let's just start from the beginnings when the first band ever started, Dead End. So I was living in North Carolina at the time, and I was ready to move up here.
Where in North Carolina?
Havelock, North Carolina, right next to Cherry Point Base, right on the beach.
Oh, nice. I was down in Fayetteville
really?
for about 2.5 years.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you weren't very far. You were only a couple hours away. Oh, maybe an hour away. Maybe not. You're close.
Yeah.
So when the band first started, I was moving up here, and I was talking to some guy saying, "Yeah, I would love." We were only like 16, 17 at the time. "Yeah, I'd love to start a band with you." We all sucked. So I got up here and I started talking with him, and I told him to come over to my house, and so we all jammed in my garage. He brings his friend Zach Steele. That's where I met Zach Steele. He came over and started. He was actually a guitar player at the time. Wasn't the best, but so I told him to get on the drum. Well, he just jumped on the drums, and he's an incredible drummer. That's what he picked up first. I think he was like 9 years old when he started. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm sorry. But so he started playing, and then we started that band. Then we're talking to this guy, that introduced me to Zach. He's talking about this kid that stole a guitar of his, and Zach and I are big dudes. So he's like, okay, this kid's playing the Women's Right to Rock show this year. Go find him, beat him up, get my guitar back. So we went to the show. We're watching him. We hear him play, and we decided to hire him instead. So that's where we met Jake Stuck, our guitar player. We hired him.
What happened with the stolen guitar?
Oh, it wasn't really stolen. He just kind of left it at his house and forgot to go pick it up. It was just a complete ridiculous story. But anyway, so we hired Jake. So that's how we got Jake, is being sent to go, kick his ass, and then we didn't. And then when we met Chris, we were at the college, and I was on my way to going to Salem, Massachusetts, and I needed to find somebody to come with me. I hadn't met Chris yet. So someone's like, well, Chris is in the rehearsal studio. Go talk to him. Go tell him you want him to go with him. So I was like, okay. So I went in there. I was like, Chris, you should come to Salem with me. He's like, I don't know you. And I was like, here, get to know me. So I pulled up my pant leg and showed him my hairy leg for some reason. I really don't know what that was about. But and he's like, I'm not going anywhere with you. So I was like, damn it. So, but then eventually, I found out he's a really good guitar player, keyboard, he plays everything. So we hired him.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
Zach Birdslow, we were just in a class with him, actually. He only showed up like maybe a few times out of the whole semester. But, we talked to him. We're like, hey, man, come sing with us. He's like, okay, man. So that's how we met him. But, okay, so anyways, into the crazy stories. When we were in Dead End, we were playing a show at the Thirsty Frog in Rochester. I don't know if it's still open or not. So we're doing a show. It's like a 4-hour show, so we took an intermission after 2 hours. A quick break. And we get off the stage, and we're just standing there talking, Jake and I. And this lady walks up to us. She's from a band called My Penis. That's from Japan. She's not Japanese, so I was like, okay, that's good for you.
So is it real?
It's
or?
a real band. I mean, they're actually not that bad. I don't really know where to find them. They got to be on. I would YouTube it, but I'm afraid of what I'm going to find.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm not gonna YouTube My Penis.
Yes, yeah, I wouldn't do that. So this lady, she's like, she smokes too much, so she's like, you guys are absolutely amazing. And gives us like a sandwich bag with cocaine in it. Gives it to us. She's like, you guys need to go have fun before your next set. We're like, So we ran into the bathroom. We're like, dude, we need to get rid of this right now. We were right in the middle of like public. This is crazy. So I was like, Jake, you go over there. I'm going to use the bathroom. So I went in the bathroom. I was using the bathrooms. I had to pee really bad. And as I'm unbuttoning, the button of my gig pants fell into the toilet. Where another gentleman had used it and never flushed, and I didn't get the time to flush it. So, as per my hand had to go, I had to go into the freaking Black Lagoon, and that was awful. It was the worst thing ever. So anyways, I think Jake ended up flushing the bag. I don't know what he did. And then after that, we never saw the woman again. She just disappeared.
Thank God.
I know. Just, here's some cocaine, have fun. It's just.
I mean, she gave you cocaine first. I couldn't imagine what she gives you next.
Yeah, I know. But, yeah, so she's gone. But, yeah, that was absolutely insane.
That's insane. I hope no one ever gives me drugs in public.
I know. I was right in the middle of the bar. All these people are standing around. She's like, you guys need to have fun. We're like, we're like 17. We're like, So
what did she do in this band? What?
She was their singer. I don't with that voice.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but she wasn't Japanese though. The rest of them were. It was the weirdest picture, but cool. I mean, I guess they're doing okay. She's here in the States now. I guess. I don't know where she is, but I don't even know her name. But that was
The
just
mystery
insane.
cocaine woman.
Yeah,
From My Penis.
that would be kind of a cool song idea. The mystery cocaine woman. I don't know.
Mystery cocaine woman. Or just cocaine woman.
Cocaine woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of. But yeah. Then there's that. Then there's this other show we usually do during the summer. It's just a big party. It's a lot of fun. It's called River Jam. It actually Blue Oyster Cults. For those of you who know Blue Oyster Cult or X Brothers or the Bowery Boys, their tour manager. Well, Blue Oyster Cult's ex tour manager, Robert Hopkins. Hey, Rob Hoppy. He does this summer show here in New York on Demonts around in Seneca Falls because it's right on the river. It's a lot of fun, And
I've never been to it. I'll have to check it out.
you should, man. It's a lot of fun.
When is it usually?
Usually it's let's see, it jumps around, but I think this year it's the last week of July.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I gotta ask him again. But yeah,
Nice.
we usually play. There's a lot of bands, a lot of local bands just play. We do covers. It's just a good time. A lot of people, party. They eat. They do whatever it is they do. Well, the drummer of Blue Oyster Cult and X Brothers and the Bowery Boys, Jimmy Kukala. Hi, Jimmy. He showed up to this show, and of course, he's having his fun. I showed up a little late. It was more like 4 or 5 o'clock. Guess that's not really late, but to the show, and he's already had his fun. He decides he's going to jump up on stage with us and start singing a cover by the Rolling Stones. I can't remember what it was, but all I know is he went completely crazy, and the only thing I see on the right side of my because I'm looking towards the crowd, and I see to the right side of me a freaking 20-foot fireball just comes out of nowhere. I have no idea what the hell that was about, but I think somebody threw gasoline on the fire and it just went, and then you see somebody running away, which I think was Jimmy.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it might have been him. I'm not sure, but then Jimmy
Just
jumped.
threw a Molotov cocktail on it.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's an awesome party. But then he jumped back up on stage and went completely nuts. And then the next thing you know, I look up and there's just a cop staring me right in the face. And he's like, "You need to shut this down right now." I was like,
"Oh wow,
he's in charge." But yeah, that was nuts. I've never actually had cops yell at me for playing a show with rock legends. It was like the craziest thing ever with the 20-foot fireball. And yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
Kept,
where do they have this?
It's on Demonts Road in Seneca Falls. It's actually out in the country area, but it's right on that little canal there. If you go through Waterloo, or if you go through Waterloo in Seneca Falls, there's like a little canal that goes through the towns.
Yeah.
So it's like a little off part of it. He has a house right there, and it has a huge yard. He has a giant dock, and they've built the stage a couple times, but this time they're like, just put the stage on the dock. So that's what we did. And yeah, I thought we were all falling in, though, because he started freaking out. There's like 15 people on stage doing the same song, and it's all made of wood anyway, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But, it was a lot of fun until the cops
you didn't
showed
go
up.
in, thank God.
No, Jimmy did, but...
Jesus. I couldn't imagine how much power was being supplied to that dock.
I know. Oh, wow, man. All the weight on that dock, and people were jumping, and 2 drummers were playing at the same time. It was just, dude... It was nuts.
Maybe a stage is a better idea.
There's a PA system on there. Oh yeah, man. I've been a lot of equipment in the river.
Yeah. Wow.
But,
do you guys actually have like your own PA system or?
Oh yeah. We started out with just a cheap little phonic one. It was actually it's mine. It was only like $120, but we had to use something for vocals just for practice. And then Chris, our rhythm guitar player, he bought an actual PA system. I think they're Yamaha speakers. I might be wrong. Don't kill me, Chris. But yeah, it's pretty sick. So now when we play live, we're just taking that out.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So now
nice.
we can.
What does the system consist of, if you don't mind me asking? Because right now I'm actually shopping around for like my own. For the Legion, we use just a powered mixer and 2 speakers, 2 10-inch subs. And
yeah, that's pretty much what he's honestly using too. But we're taking so he doesn't have monitors, so he's actually taking my phonic system that I had and using those as monitors because they actually work pretty well as
just
monitors.
Like Frankenstein it together.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just picking and pulling. But those speakers, for as cheap as they are, they actually work pretty well. I'm not trying to sell them to anybody, but they're I was impressed. For only $130, I figured they were going to be crap. But
I've been actually looking into like Behringer. Because I've already used the Behringer microphones. That's a Behringer mixer,
right?
And anything Behringer actually works fantastic.
Yeah, Behringer's okay. I mean, they're a little more of the they're more of like the like the Walmart brand of things. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not trying to say because your system's obviously amazing. I'm just saying they're if you were jumping anywhere, Yamaha JBL or like EV stuff, it's or PV. That's a lot of good stuff right there, But it's really expensive though. That's the problem.
I seen a few like PV setups on there. Like they have the all-in-one packages and everything. Because I don't know if I want to go for. I definitely want a crossover.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be more playing like music off of a laptop and stuff. Because all I'm gonna do is use a laptop straight into my mixer and then from the mixer to a crossover and then out to the speakers. But I can't decide if I want to get powered speakers or if I want to get amps and use passive speakers.
That's more of a dealer's choice there, man. I mean, yeah.
What do you guys use?
We have amps for ours.
You have
Our
amps?
speakers aren't powered now. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the mixer he has, and I can't remember what brand it is. I know he's gonna punch me tomorrow when he sees me. He's like, dude, are you kidding me? You could have just. But yeah, he's gonna kill me. I can't think of the brand of it now.
Oh, nice.
No.
Well, as far as like, do you guys use like a crossover or anything like that from out of the mixer to the speakers?
No.
No?
When we record, yes, because you kind of have to. But no, when we're just doing live, no, we just have the mixer, and that's about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's not bad.
Mixer, a couple speakers, yeah, live wise.
So do you guys take the audio from your amps and pass it to the mixer and then
Only the bass amp we do that with. Everything else is mic'd. So
okay.
yeah, so we DI my bass amp. So when we're recording, we actually DI it, and then we'll put an SM57 on it, just because it sounds a lot cooler that way. Because SM57s are like magic. But that's a microphone for those of you that don't know. But when we're live, we
Those
just
are
DI
expensive.
it. Yeah.
The 57s are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I was looking into those before getting these actually.
Yeah. But no, these ones are awesome too, man.
Yeah, they're not.
They sound awesome. They're clear.
Yeah, they're really clear, and
Yeah.
they were only $60. I'm like,
Really?
I need these microphones
These
because
were only 60.
they look good, and
They
from
sound good.
from all of the reviews that I seen, they sounded excellent, and well, besides some of the people that had just janky setups.
Yeah. But no, man, these sound awesome though. I love them, But it's only $60 for these.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Actually, I've built this whole setup on just budget parts. I do a bunch of research, and like these lights. This whole light system actually was, I believe it was around $50, because they're actually just bulbs. They're not like LED bulbs. They're just what are they? Halogen. The twirly ones.
Yeah. The eco-friendly. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything that I've done, like the screens I got for free, they were throwing them out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's worked out pretty good. You don't need to spend a buttload of money to make stuff work. Like, as long as you put the time into to working on them.
That's actually what my living room is all stuff bought off of Craigslist. You
Yeah.
know, it's and it's like you'd be surprised. A lot of older people are moving down south, so they just get rid of their good stuff that they don't use. And we have a brand new couch, brand new recliner. Like you wouldn't have no idea that it was all used.
Yeah.
It's all brand new. So it's like, yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna spend like $300 on a new couch when I can get it for 10.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like the
Really.
same thing.
Really.
That's also.
I think Craigslist is actually on the way out. If you ask me, it's on the way out.
Is it?
Yeah, I've seen a lot more stuff on Facebook.
Facebook or Let Go, yeah.
I haven't tried Let Go.
Yeah, Let Go's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, as soon as you type something in, it takes your zip code, and it's just everything that you're looking for is within like a 5-mile radius, so you don't really have to, like Craigslist, you could search up something, but you'd have to travel from Waterloo all the way down to Ithaca or down to northern Pennsylvania, something like that, just to get what you want.
Oh, so there's a lot more users on Let Go.
Yeah, Let Go's very easy. Just take a picture of it, you put your price, then you put it up. That's all it is. There's no having to put in your email, having to go through all this, crazy stuff that Craigslist makes you do. But Let Go's pretty easy.
Unless you set up a profile with Craigslist. I'm sure there's an automated setting now
I think
through like a profile or something like that.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people going to Facebook now just because it's that simple too.
Yeah.
You just take a picture of it, you give a description. But like for me, I'm looking for like computer parts on Facebook and stuff, and like people are, because of. Have you looked into this cryptocurrency at all?
No.
So cryptocurrency is like the Bitcoin and stuff like that.
Oh, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's cryptocurrency, and it's mined. They call it mining.
Yeah.
For this coin, they use GPUs, which is just the graphics card of your computer.
Yeah.
And it's insane how much the prices on these things have gone up. And people want like $200 more than what they paid for now.
Yeah.
Like the one that I slapped in my computer, I bought for $800, and now you go on eBay and they're selling for $1,200.
Seriously.
It's insane.
That is
so
crazy.
like right now, if I ever felt like this was going nowhere, I could just like parts out my computer and actually
Right.
make money.
That is crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. But like the Facebook marketplace, these people are asking so much for crap.
Right.
And it's so hard to find like people that are like, I did buy this. I'm not trying to make money off of it.
Right.
So here, $50. And there's people selling like crack screen TVs for like $120. I'm like, no one wants to buy a panel for that. And we're in central New York. No one even knows how to replace a panel.
Right.
Like I just learned how to replace a panel in a TV because I'm like, maybe I could pick one of these up and then resell it for $400. And I'm like, it's not worth my time.
Right.
I'll go to work.
Right. See, it was I think it was a couple weeks ago. I was just going through Letgo just for fun, just I want to see what was around. And this person had like I think it was a Phonic like 1985 TV, like fat. It doesn't even work, and they're selling it for like $600. They're like, it's an antique. I'm like, nobody wants that.
Stop.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
an antique.
It is not an antique.
I don't know. That stuff belongs on eBay, where there's like a lot of people go there just to find specific things. I mean, I guess that might be where Facebook is heading, but
right. But I mean, you could take something like that that's absolutely like worthless now. You're not going to get anything for it, and give it to an electronical waste company so that they can take what they can, resalvage into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Melt into something else. You know, it's just $600 for a freaking small Phonic TV. Like, were you kidding me? You know,
there's a lot of people actually taking boards, like component boards, and they're dissolving the gold off of them.
Really?
And like trying to siphon the gold off of these computer components.
That's crazy.
And I've seen a few through YouTube that were pretty insane, like operations. They'll like go out and actually find like a huge batch of processors, and then they'll soak them in this like acid stuff that
just to get the gold out.
And I'm like, and it kind of makes sense because all this stuff is everywhere.
Right. But wow, that's some like new age mining right there.
Yeah, that's
some like gold mining.
The new age gold rush right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I think cryptocurrency has that beaten though.
Yeah,
it's going insane. I can't believe it. I can't believe how much people are making off of it and losing. So many people are losing money. One of my buddies at work, he made a little bit off of it, and then like right around the crash, he was like, yeah, I went right back down to where I was when I started. So I mean, you gotta know when to bail out of that stuff.
Right. Or wait, no, it's not a Phonic TV. It's a Philips TV. Philips
TV.
Sorry, Philips TV. It's not
like
Phonic. Philips. It is done. I was like, wait, no, Phonic is a speaker. My bad. Sorry. Jeez.
Now, what do you do for work?
Well, right now I'm hoping. Well, I have to do my fingerprint. Have a fingerprinting appointment actually tomorrow morning to work for a company called Hillside. It's really a place for children who either have behavioral issues or need someone to talk to, need like a big brother type thing. And they have a community band program there where they actually have their youth counselors or care professionals, which is what my job's going to be called. We'll go there, and if you have any music background, you can teach them how to be in a band and how to play their instrument.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's like right up my alley. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna definitely. It's only for relief hours while I'm in college, but maybe if I like it, I'll.
How much time do you have left for college? Where are you at with that?
Well, I only have 3, 4. I hope it's 3, but probably 4 more semesters till I get my bachelor's, and then after that, if I want my master's, I think it's only 2 years after that. So I'm about 5 years away from finishing, but no, I'm not. 4 years from finishing completely, but I might just stop with my bachelor's because unless I want to become a college professor, or if I really want to go that far into it, I really don't need my master's.
And that's in communications,
telecommunications, broadcasting, theater management, stuff like that.
Awesome. So what's your what's your plan or like your dream to do with that?
Okay, so I would love to honestly, I would for one, I would love to make so my first goal was I really wanted to make YouTube videos, teach classes on YouTube, and then be like I'm not gonna say like Shane Dawson, something like that, but something
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
you know, someone that's like Jonathan Young, someone that's a famous YouTuber. You know what I mean? I'd love to do that, then go and teach my own classes at a college. Just I think that'd be absolutely fun. That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
the dream. But that's difficult to do. So if like kind of like what you're doing. This is like your hobby. This is what you like to do. If it gets somewhere, awesome. If it doesn't, you still love doing it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably, that'd probably go, with that with YouTube. But my all-time goal, honestly, is probably to go into some sort of executive directing for, Broadway theater
Mhm.
or live concerts. Kind of like actually what Frankie's doing. He's a stage, he works for the stage, does a lot of sound work and I think video work over at Del Lago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
He was telling us about that the
yeah.
last time.
Yeah, it's cool because my cousin's actually the coordinator for the events there. Yeah, that's a fun song. So, I would love to go in, start off doing just event coordinating and then move up into directing and stuff like that, when it comes to live theater. I think that'd be absolutely stellar.
Nice.
Be fun.
Nice.
Be in the arts,
Yeah. So do you actually go out and work with any type of like theater now, or have you tried getting your foot in the door?
Besides, doing the whole band thing, working and coordinating some events, that's really as far as I've gotten with it. But, like I used to help, like the drama club there in Waterloo. They do a lot of flips, stuff like that. They do a lot of, live performances, a lot of, they did the Rocky Horror Picture Show actually, that was a lot of fun. I had to work security for that though. But, it was,
Well, you're a big dude.
exactly.
Like,
So no one's going to tell me no, but, it's just, but, it's just, that right now that's as far as I've gotten into, theater, but I have done a lot of coordinating events, creating either charity concerts or just regular concerts, whatever it may be. But I've done a lot of that, but when it comes to directing live theater, no. But I'd rather be an executive director that does like the marketing for it, that gets the stage show, the stuff like that. But
nice. But have you ventured out to like the Merry-Go-Round Playhouse?
oh yeah, I've been there a few times. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but that place is actually pretty. It's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I've also been to the Smith Opera House. That place is pretty cool there in Geneva. It's very historical. So
Oh, yeah?
when you walk in, this theater is like. Okay, so have you ever? Are you an Assassin's Creed fan? Play games?
Ish. I
Ish?
played 1 and 2, and that was about
no,
it.
right. Well, okay, so in the third game, right as soon as you start, you're in London, England, and you're in a giant theater, like a live opera theater. You know what I mean? So you got like the seating up on the walls up there. I'm not sure what those are called, balcony seats, but I'm not sure what they're called. They might be called wing seats. But it's what it looks like in there, but it's completely historical. They didn't do a whole lot of remodeling besides safety codes.
Yeah.
But so I think that's absolutely freaking amazing. You know what I mean? And I'd love keeping that. I'd love to keep that whole historical look for live theater there. But
Have you been following on what they're doing with the theater here in Auburn?
No, I've seen
the-
some things
the-
about it, but I haven't really kept up.
I guess they're redoing it. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna make it a movie theater, if it's gonna be a theater for performances.
Should be a performance theater. I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Every time I look at an article about it, it's all based on like the money that's being held up in it and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I actually I talked to a friend about it, and she was telling me a few things. I can't remember the exact things right now, but yeah, I guess it's gonna go well as far as the restoration and everything goes.
That's
I
awesome.
hope they're looking for the sign. I guess they lost the sign.
They lost the sign.
Yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
used to be up there, and it's like a 60-foot sign that like had the name for it, and I don't know. Just reading the article, they were like, yeah, it was laying here at one point, and then they moved it here, and it's like, how do you lose a 60-foot sign? But the
Sorry.
the people that are fixing it up, apparently someone's offering like a reward for finding it.
For
So,
finding the sign.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
it's a hunt for the sign. You get paid if you find this sign. I don't know. It's on Auburn Hub if you wanna go check it out. It's just an article on Auburn Hub. Have you ever tried using like the local newspaper, the Auburn Hub? Have you
No,
ever went
no.
to like their app?
I know what it is. I've never actually used it though. You know.
Yeah, you get like the share, like people share the articles on Facebook and
Oh,
stuff,
okay. Yeah.
and then it takes you right to their like Auburn Hub kind
Yeah.
of
Okay.
mobile website kind of thing. It's clunky. It's
Is
so
it?
clunky. I wish like local outlets could like kind of get on the same level as like some of these other apps, and like
Right.
because whenever you try to integrate advertisement into any website or anything like that, it's hard because you don't know which ads Google is going to throw on there. It changes the dimensions of stuff, and
Oh yeah.
like stuff gets in the way. You got scroll ads now.
Oh yeah. Clickbait.
As much as advertisement helps people, it just really hinders like what you're trying to build, and it takes away from the look that you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
And I can't do it.
No.
No. I was looking at like Squarespace websites for this for like for This Week in Nothing and stuff, and just like enabling ads and stuff. It was awful. I was
Awful.
like, I don't want any of it. So hopefully I'll have a website for this relatively soon.
What software are you using for? Are you using like Adobe Muse or? anything
Oh
like that?
no, Squarespace you can actually
Okay.
you can actually go on and just build it with their little builder. It's just a drag and drop type situation.
Gotcha.
A lot of YouTubers are like sponsored by them and stuff just because it's so easy to
Oh,
use.
Okay.
Like I know Joe Rogan does a spot for them every once in a while.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's actually where I got a lot of like this setup. That's what I based my setup on, was like how he kind of works in everything. Like he has someone behind
Yeah.
the camera, and he just has one stagnant camera. And I think now he's up to like 3 or something. But now he's in a new studio, and
Oh yeah.
like
he's Joe Rogan.
it's a huge thing now. Like I can't believe where it's going.
Oh yeah.
Like he even gets like movie spots now. That new movie with Will Smith. It's about like they're in a fantasy type world, and like ogres are real.
Bright. Yeah,
yes,
Bright.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So in the beginning, his wife or whoever was actually watching a video of Joe Rogan
yeah.
interviewing a
Yeah.
not an ogre, but like an
orc?
orc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
an
yeah,
orc, yeah.
yeah. And it was just kind of like, wow, I've been watching this for a while, and now he's like getting
Yeah.
movie spots. This is awesome.
Oh
And I've actually talked to a few people about this. This is where it's gonna go. There's not gonna be like news or anything like that.
yeah. Right.
It's all going to the web, because less and less people are even getting cable. No one's even bothering to buy like an antenna, an
Right.
over the air antenna. Like I'm not gonna do it. I don't
No.
want cable.
Too damn expensive, dude.
Yeah, it's too expensive when I could go onto like YouTube or something like that and
Or
find
Hulu or Netflix.
exactly what I want to watch when I want to watch it.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no need for programming anymore. I mean, Netflix just took that Cloverfield. Have you ever seen any of the Cloverfield movies?
I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane with John Goodman and the other two. I don't know if that's part of the series or not, but
I don't know.
that's where they're in the bunker and
Oh,
they're
okay.
stuck there for like 4 months.
Okay, so that might be part of it. I've seen the first one where like the alien. It's not like an alien. It's
Oh,
almost like a Godzilla type situation.
It's a
all
prequel then.
handheld footage. It's really cool. That was like one of the first handheld footage movies I've ever seen like hit movie theaters, and they did a third one actually.
Really?
Yeah, so Netflix took it over, and what they did was they released the trailer and the movie in the same day, just out
Really?
of nowhere. They're just like, "Hey, check this out," and
now
then
watch it.
bam, bam, like it's straight to Netflix. And
That's cool.
I really think, as much as I love going to the movie theaters and stuff, it's potentially on the way out.
Oh,
I mean, you don't have to leave home for good visual. You don't have to leave home for good audio. It's all consumer price now,
oh yeah.
like so well.
But if you've ever been to, like IMAX, I mean, if you go to see
Yeah,
Star Wars in IMAX,
those will definitely
that is
those are gonna definitely stay like the experience. But like now we're getting headsets now for virtual reality and everything.
oh yeah,
It's on the way out. Like
it is.
you can find relatively you can cherry pick through news outlets online now that kind of cater to like what you want to hear about. I mean, if you ask, I don't want to say GOOLE because I actually have one in my house. I don't want to tell it to play anything.
Right.
I actually have to start disabling that when I go live. But you can actually just say, "Give me the news for today," and it'll give you like NPR, it'll give you Fox, all of it, just podcast based. They just upload it straight to their cloud base, and then it'll play it for you.
But no, you're absolutely right though. Honestly, actually it was last night. I was trying to find something to watch and I didn't know what I wanted to watch. And I'm scrolling through Netflix, going through Netflix originals, and then I look and I notice Netflix has The Walking Dead. So I figured, okay, it's just got to be the new season. You know what I mean? I already know what's going on. And then I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, they have seasons 1 through 7, And I didn't know that. I thought it was just only the one season. So I was like, that is incredible. So what I was going to do, okay, I'm not going to share what I was going to do. But but now that I know it's on Netflix, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. So now I've started it over again because I have absolutely no idea what's going on now. But, now I'm watching it all over again.
And
which is awesome.
and it really hinders like people's motivation to pirate these things.
Yeah.
Like a lot, because it's right there. It's available. You pay
Exactly.
$8 and you get so much more. I mean, you don't get the episodes as they come out or whatever like that. But
unless you're Hulu, then you do.
Yeah.
Hulu tends to do that.
But like, why can't you just, release the entire season and let us watch it on our own time? I don't want to wait until next week. But that's how they operate. That's how their channels make money. They're through viewers, commercials, and stuff. The day Netflix incorporates commercials, I'm out. I'm done.
You're done.
First day I see it, I'm shutting off my account.
Then you're gonna have to pay for platinum just to get no commercials, and it's just that.
Yeah.
But still, I'd rather pay $10.99 a month than $138 a month to have like 7,000 channels of only 4 channels I'll watch.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they're affording like good actors. I mean, I know it's Adam Sandler's on his way out or whatever, but
Nicolas Cage.
They just did that Netflix original with Adam Sandler, and I can imagine like he's still pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, is that the Do-Over? That one?
Yeah.
Or the Ridiculous Six or whatever it is.
The ending of that was insane.
I know.
Then they did the is that Ridiculous Six? The
cowboy one.
Yeah. That was good. That was funny. That was real funny. But yeah, I even pay for YouTube so I don't have to watch commercials.
Oh yeah.
Just I was like, I could get an ad blocker or I could just pay for it, because then I'm able to like shut off my phone and still have it playing in the background and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's the best way to go.
But yeah,
actually pay for it.
You're right though. It's basically on its way out. But I think with the older generation right now, they really don't know how to run certain technology. So I think TV is going to stick around for a while. But or it might not go anywhere really. It might stay, but it might not be as golden as it was. But because eventually our generation is going to get there, and we are going to know how to run all this technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like stuff like Netflix and Hulu and whatever they create in the future, is going to be our main focus. Because right now it's like kind of like half and half right now.
Yeah.
Our younger generation's all Netflix and Hulu. Older generation's daytime local television, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure in the future it's going to be all online based, except for, there might be some TV stuff like the Super Bowl, actually they do that online too. So, I mean, it's,
Yeah. I'd like to see it get to the point where like it's easy to find though. Like I know right now Fox and everybody still has deals with like NASCAR and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But you can't stream it, and like if you can, it's hard to find.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to find.
Oh, yeah. Then there's a lot of one-hit shows that you'll never see again. You know what I mean? Like, there's a TV show called Kid Nations where they put a bunch of children in an old West town, and they had to learn how to live on their own. They were, like, between the ages of 9 and, like, 16.
What was this on?
This was actually on ABC back in, like, 2007.
Oh, really?
Only one season came out, and the show was actually really good. You know what I mean? I figured with it being a bunch of kids, it's going to be a total wreck. But, of course, there's there's adults there, but you don't see them on screen. But they had to learn to, like cook for themselves, had to take care of the land on their own. And it's like this group of kids, they had to learn how to live in an old West town on their own. And it was a great show. And then I haven't heard a thing about it or seen it, since 2007. And here we are 11 years later.
Oh, wow.
And now you can't find it anywhere. It's just gone.
There's so many reality shows coming out now.
I know. And I hate most of them.
I'm dying.
I
I'm
know.
dying inside. But they get good views.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. I can't do like the reaction videos or anything like that. Like it's all got that kind of feel to it where it's like I don't need to know. I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
I was just watching something on. No, actually, I was watching TV. Something on TV the other day, and there was this advertisement for this new show coming out. I think it's on True TV, maybe, or it might be Sci-Fi. I'm not sure, but it's another reality show, kind of like Impractical Jokers or Moonshine or something like that.
Yeah.
But the show, it's like, I can't remember the name of it. It's like Joe and something. But the trailer made no sense. I had no idea what the show was about. There was no plot to it, absolutely nothing. It's just a reality show of two guys doing stupid stuff. I was like, but what's it about?
Wanna be jackass?
Yeah,
trying to
they're
bring-
older dudes. They're two older dudes. They just buy stuff and then they do stuff, and then that's it. I was like, what is the point of the show? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I didn't understand what was going on. The trailer didn't explain anything. I was like, wow, this is going to be a train wreck.
You'll see a lot of vloggers. I shouldn't say a lot. You'll see some vloggers try to do stuff like that. They'll try to base their vlogs off of, oh, we're gonna go out and grab this today, and then we're gonna do this with that, and then like it's like there's no real base to your show.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's gonna make me want to come back.
Right.
If you're funny and like you guys have great personalities, original personalities, then maybe I'll come back. I'll check it out. Like Unbox Therapy. You've seen Unbox Therapy.
I know what you're talking about.
correct?
Yeah.
So he has like an original personality.
Yeah.
He structured his show different than anyone else's.
Oh yeah.
So that's why people come back and watch those, even if it's a product they don't even care about.
right.
Like, it's like, oh, well, he's probably gonna make it funny. He's gonna give me real insight into these products.
Absolutely.
But then others try to do stuff like that, and they fail miserably because they're back and forth between different subjects all the time. They're not concentrating on like particular products, so you can't really build an audience off of that.
right.
Like with this, I just want bullcrap. Like I
Right,
want
yeah,
I
you
want
just wanna-
people that just want to listen to other people talk about stuff, or like
Yeah.
find out what's going on around here, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
locally.
But yeah, man, like this trailer, I mean, there was a scene of this dude cooking in his kitchen and then driving and then going through a drive-through and then yelling at a dog and then him buying something with his friend. I was like, what is this show about? This guy has, it's just, there's nothing.
Vlogging for TV.
Yeah,
That's what it
that's all it
sounds
is.
like. But they have like this massive
Yeah.
like budget and stuff.
Production, and it's just I was like, dude, this show makes absolutely no sense.
Do you watch any like vloggers? Do you have any vloggers that you watch on like YouTube?
Vloggers. Well, I have a friend. I hope this counts. His name is his name is Jordan Snow, but he has a show called Snow Nose Show is what it's called. And basically, he's a video game guy. So he talks about games. I've been in a couple of his videos. I watch him because he's my buddy, and he's a really good. He's very under. I feel like same with you. I feel like you guys are very underappreciated. I think you guys do a lot more than what the eye sees. You know what I mean? And with him, he he's got like everything down. Like when it comes to like script writing, when it comes to props, you know, like we're doing. Do you ever heard of the video game Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that game, you know. And so we're doing video on it. It's not a review. We're actually doing live action stuff from it, you know, and then going through like the certain levels and stuff that pisses us off, you know. So this dude went out and bought like it's all fake props, so you know, but he has like a sawed-off shotgun that's a fake. He, you know, he has what is that? It looks like it's like a fake Desert Eagle. He has 2 Uzis that are also fake. You know what I mean? Just like the whole.
Yeah.
And then he went off and bought like he bought 2 pieces of wood. Do you know the sign that says naughty, nice, and then there's a squirrel tail on the back of it?
Yeah.
And of course, Conker goes the wrong way.
Yeah.
So he actually bought a couple pieces of wood and made the exact replica of that for the.
Oh,
like,
that's
this
awesome.
guy goes way
That's awesome.
on, you know, beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to these videos, and he does a lot of green screen work, a lot of animations. He's very I feel like he's very underappreciated, you know. But I watch his stuff constantly because, you know, I love the guy. He's my buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, Jordan. You know, and it's just like same thing with you, man. Ever since I started watching your show, it's like, you know, I love it because I love the fact that you're bringing in people that don't usually get the, you know, the spotlight on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like honestly, with Frankie, nobody would have any idea that he worked for Delaware or did any of that work, you know, or all the stuff he works on
Mm-hmm.
until you put him on the show and then got all those views. You know, now people are like, oh wow, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my real goal is like there's so much done behind the scenes. It's not these faces. Like these faces shouldn't be, yes, they should and shouldn't be celebrated.
Yeah.
But it's all this like just dirt work that's going on behind the scenes that I would like to show people.
Yeah.
Because it's, for one, it's fun, and if anyone wants to like get involved and like actually learn how to do this kind of stuff,
Oh yeah.
it's always nice to like have references to pull from, or like go and ask like how do I do this or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I hope at some point, like from someone watching like one of these videos, or like just clicking on a link that I throw in the description, they'll be able to like reach out to some of these people so they can actually help out. Because
Oh yeah.
I've never had anyone tell me, no, I'm not going to help you. No, I'm not going to answer your question.
Right.
Like people love to help out because they feel like they're worth something if
Yeah,
they
they're
can
empowered, you know?
if they can put something out there to help someone else do better, if not as good as they are right then and there.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. And you know, the thing is, for people who are getting into this, you know, the whole telecommunications, even what he's doing with the podcast, you know, don't be a dick to people that don't understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I learned within literally 10 minutes an assload of stuff what's going on behind here that I've never seen. I mean, I've seen it all before, but I had no idea what he was doing back there. You know, within 10 minutes, he explained just about everything that's going on. Now I have an easier idea of what's going on. You know, he wasn't a dick. He's like, oh God, you're in music, you don't know this? You know what I mean? No, it's like,
No, I can't stand those people.
Yeah,
Just
like-
having a big head like that. It's
yeah. I hate it, man. It's like, dude, now you're making me not want to do this. And then they're talking about how, you know, it's just how this business is already a cutthroat business. Well, you're making it a lot worse for people. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah.
it's,
yeah.
but I guess scaring people away and make the jobs last. But that would be really bad because once you die, then who's going to take over? But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I can't stand when people are just complete assholes about it, or when people are in a, you know, certain band. Like I've played with bands where these guys think they're like Bon Jovi. You know what I mean? No, you put out one EP, you're big in your town. That's it. You know, you're not really that big. I appreciate what you guys are doing because you guys have great music, but don't act like you're better than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You started where everybody else started. So
Yeah. Yeah, and like for me, whenever someone asks me about like what I'm doing with this stuff, I love going into detail, and like I would gladly show someone how to like set up this setup
Oh yeah.
just on their own, just so for one, I can have something to watch.
Right, yeah.
But like two, so something good can be created instead of some of the garbage, like, because when someone with a large head gets a hold of the reins and just takes over something, it doesn't turn into what it was meant to be turned into. It becomes
Exactly.
about them, and I don't know.
There's a word for those guys. I think they're called like, they're kind of like what is it? I want to say Nazi, but they're not really Nazis. They're, like, I'm trying to think of the word. There's a term for it, but yeah, no.
Is it narcissistic?
It's kind of like a grammar Nazi, where it's like every little thing they got to bug out and, like, take over. It's like, no, you're fine, man.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like for when you're trying to work on a show with somebody and they want only their ideas, not yours.
Yeah.
There's a term for it. I can't think of it. It's like an insult, but I can't remember what it's called. I used it quite a few times in my past too.
I don't know.
Or I just call him an asshole, one or the other. I don't know.
See, I wish I could get more viewers, because then like stuff like this would be a lot easier, because someone could throw something up in the comments, and that's a real goal of, like, a huge goal of mine for this, is to, like, get a few people excited about watching it, and, like, actually hit the bell icon, so they could, like, get updates on when I go live and stuff, so they can actually interact with the show, because, like, we can see anything people are commenting, and
yeah, absolutely.
it just gets fun. I did ignore whoever was doing the who is it? How do you
X agency?
Yeah,
That's Frank. I'm pretty sure it's Ryan messing around. Ryan's a fun guy. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known Ryan. I think I was Ryan. When did I meet you? Was I like 10 when I met you? Maybe. I used to, honestly, I wasn't mean to Ryan, but I do remember, because his last name is Bogart, so we used to call him Blowfart all the time. Like, I don't know. I am so sorry about that. I just remembered that. I'm so sorry to be such an asshole to you.
Blowfart.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna call you that now, because you'd kill me now. But it's just like I'm sorry. I was just we were 10,
Yeah.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
But-
Shit, everyone had like an awful high school nickname.
yeah.
Mine was Bucky, because I have
Bucky.
giant teeth. Bucky the bucktooth beaver.
Oh,
And
no.
then it escalated to the point where I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll go by Bucky. That's fine. And like half of the people that skate in Auburn now know me as Bucky, and that's it. That's all they remember is Bucky.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm okay with it. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, Bucky's better than Bucktooth. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was just called hippie.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not. I just had a long rock and roll hair, but it's just they used to call me hippie. But that's what it is.
That's not bad at all.
Especially living in the South, you know what I mean? They're all like, cut your damn hair, you hippie. It's like.
Did you? So you're originally from the South?
No, I'm originally from here in Waterloo.
Okay.
We lived in Waterloo, moved to Seneca Falls, and from Seneca Falls, my mom got a job down in North Carolina as a traveling nurse for Cherry Point Base. Not Cherry Point Base, Cherry Hospital. I can't think of the name of it. But it's like she was a RN, and this was a very well-paying job. So she's like, "All right, we need to take it, get ourselves out of here,
Get the hell out of Dodge."
Yeah, so we went down there, and this is gonna get a little sad, but we went down there. She was working there for a while, loved her job. Hung out with tons of people, met a lot of new people. When you're the new kid in the school, and when I'm a big dude now, but I wasn't as tall then, so I would look like a giant berry back then. Like I was I'm chubby now, but dude, I was like super chubby then. So I was really picked on a lot, and then I just shot up, and then everyone shut up and didn't talk to me anymore, because I overtowered all of them.
It's like, oh shit, he got big.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But so and then unfortunately, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. She is a survivor though. In the past 5 years, she's good, man.
Awesome, that's good.
So, but after that, we only had my aunt and uncle down there. But all of our family's from here. So after that, she lost, because of chemotherapy, she lost all feeling in her hands and feet, so she couldn't really work. And then and because of that, she managed to fall down a flight of stairs and break her back. I remember that. I was sleeping, and I just hear like a son of a bitch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I got up. It's not fun. I mean, she laughs about it now, but it wasn't funny then. It was scary. But,
yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's just.
How young were you?
I was only 14 when that happened.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I was young, so.
Scary as hell.
It was scary as hell when I was that age, but Mom and I talk about it now. Like, I don't know. It's like because you've got to find the light in the dark, and you got to find the humor in it. So so sometimes I'll pick on her from her reaction when it happened, because of course it hurt, but it's just what the stuff she was saying was just. It's not funny at all, but sorry, Mom.
You can joke about it if you were in this situation. If not, shut up.
Yeah. So after that, she still has back issues, but she was bedridden. After that, it's like living down here, we don't have as many people that we know. Of course, we have our friends, but how much can they do for you? You know, when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
And plus, my aunt and uncle had their job, so they couldn't just, leave their lives to help. It's difficult,
Yeah.
especially since, the economy, I mean, it's still bad, but then it's like you really can't miss a day at work,
Yeah.
but else you really need to. So, we talked about it. I couldn't stand being in high school down there anymore because I was a teenager. Of course, I didn't want to be in high school anyway.
Yeah.
So then we're like, we got to come back. We got to come back to our family up here. And we did. We moved back to Waterloo, and I went to Waterloo High School. And because there was a lot of long-haired guys in there, but most of them cut their hair, so I was the only one with, the pretty long hair. So immediately, I just was liked. I was like, yeah, I'm not popular,
Finally.
but it's,
Finally.
people aren't insulting me, calling me a hippie,
Yeah.
So then I graduated with no problem. Met a lot of great people. I met Frankie. I met Nick, Ryan. Then met the band. Now I'm meeting you. So honestly, New York might be expensive, but I don't think I could ever live anywhere else. I love it here.
Yeah, it definitely is nice. I always fantasize about going back to North Carolina and stuff, and honestly, it was fucking dirty.
Oh, yeah.
It was dirty. Like Fayetteville, I'm sorry guys, but it was dirty down there.
Yeah, yeah.
And a
The
lot of
beach was
people
gross.
like gave me crap because like I'd go down there and like there was just so much stuff that I ran into that I would have never run into if I just stayed in this town.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh, I hear you, dude. But I mean, you also learn a lot, though. Living in a different state, it's amazing. Just even there's not really a culture difference, but just society-wise, there compared to here is two different groups of people.
yeah.
I mean, not just accents, but the way they think, compared to the way we think, the way they talk compared to what we talk, terminologies, slangs. It's a completely different place down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
I actually, I was dating a girl down there, and I went to her house for dinner with her parents, and out of nowhere, her dad like looked me dead in the eyes with the most serious face, and he was like, you know what the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee is? And I'm like, no,
you just swallowed. No.
no, I don't. He goes, a damn Yankee stays here, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh boy.
Here we go.
Okay. Then his
Yeah.
wife got on his head. It was funny. It was so funny.
Oh.
But
yeah.
like I'm like, wow, like if you would go outside of like Fayetteville, like the people there, they didn't really appreciate the military people there.
Of
just
course.
just because they do cause some trouble, and whenever there's trouble, that gets more light than the people that actually do any good.
Right. No, of course. I
So
understand.
there was definitely a negative view on the people that were at Fort Bragg, like in the surrounding areas. But I mean, they were nice people though. They were
Oh,
nice
yeah.
people. If I wasn't a damn Yankee,
Right, yeah,
I do think it would have been nicer. Like they would have been nicer to me, because like if they didn't know I was in the army or anything like that, I usually got along with everyone.
Oh yeah.
But the skate culture down there was amazing.
Oh yeah. The what culture? Oh, skate. Yeah.
Like skateboarding and really
Oh, yeah.
anything kind
Even
of like
surfing, dude. Yeah, there's because the beach is right there.
and a lot of people think like surfing is just West Coast.
No.
That's where you go to do it. No, a lot of like really great surfers start out on the East Coast, and since it's so hard to even like find waves over here, and then when you do find waves, they're just these choppy like dirt waves that you just can't
yeah.
surf them. But these people, that's what they learn on, and then they go out there and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh wow, you guys have it made, and they're just shredding like you wouldn't believe.
And it's speaking of that, there's a couple of stories here. For one, when we first moved down there, you usually hear about deer crossings here. There's deer running in front of you. The first story we heard about hitting an animal was this guy was driving down the back road, and a freaking alligator walked into the road, and he ran it over. I was like, are you kidding me? A freaking alligator? You moved me here? But, there's that. And then actually the first day we went to the beach, I don't know why this always happens to me, but the first day we went to the beach, we're hearing about the story that happened a couple weeks prior. Unfortunately, I think he was 17. He fell into the ocean off the pier, and he got sucked in by the current, and he drowned.
Oh wow.
But his body got lost. And a week later, it washed up and hit some little girl and landed right on top of her. And I was like, and you brought me here to this exact spot to swim. Well, the water's clear. It's like,
Oh my.
you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like it's like stuff you don't hear about here, like an alligator walking into the road. It's common down there. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that is just absolutely nuts. But the thing about the South, though, besides the weather, I will have to admit, Southern hospitality is a thing, but it's not really as good as they call it. Like at least what it used to be.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great people down there.
Yeah.
And
They're
a lot of people.
super nice.
Oh yeah,
As
they
long
really
as
are.
long as you're not something that they don't like.
Like a damn Yankee, But and then like they keep saying, there's a lot of people nowadays. I mean, I'm not getting too far into this, but there's a lot of people nowadays saying, the South is racist. No, they're not. I'm not going to say that they are racist. There's definitely racist people.
Yeah, there's
there's
racist people
here.
everywhere.
Exactly.
There's racist people here in Auburn.
Exactly. But, I'm not going to get too far into that. But, you're going to go down there and you're going to meet a lot of nice people and a lot of people who have friends of all races. It's not, it's not really what TV or media makes it look like down there. I will admit that because, you lived there, I've lived there, so we were there, actually there. But, there's a lot of great people down there, but there's also, just like there are here, there's a lot of very bad people down there.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference, I think, between the two places, down there, they're liable to kick your ass compared to up here, they're just going to yell at you. You know what I mean? It's like, that's something I did notice.
Yeah.
There's
you were way more likely to get your ass kicked down there.
They're going to find their boys and they're going to whoop your ass down there if you piss them off,
Yeah.
Just don't piss them off. It's that simple. But, up here, I've been yelled at a few times by people in the car because if I cut somebody off by accident, sorry, dude. But, they yell at me. They're not going to pull over and try kicking my, it's
there's
like,
a lot more threats up here than there is action.
Empty threats.
Definitely. Because like, up here, you get in trouble for fighting. Like, it can land you in jail immediately. I didn't see too many people down there get thrown in jail for fighting.
They're like, guys, knock it off. Come on, go back to your party, have fun, stop fighting. Unless somebody gets really hurt.
Yeah, unless you cause real damage. But up here, you don't even cause any damage, and you're liable to get sued.
Yeah, it's more of a slap on the hand. I was like, stop it, knock it off, grow up. Up here, it's like, okay, that's one thing I'll admit. But people up here though, in my experience, at least up here, people like if I have problems with my car, they are more likely to pull over and help me here. Down there, they'll be like, well, call someone, and then you know what I mean. It's like that's something that it's like it's.
It might be area based too.
That
is
very true.
Definitely, like income based and stuff like that, like whatever spot you're in, because I know like we went to Jacksonville, Florida, to Kona one time, and like the people were just I don't know.
No, I hear you there. Another thing too that you might know this too from when you live down there, the people down there can insult you without you even knowing it. They will. Like,
they're good at it.
They are incredible at it. So I was down there and I was talking to someone. Actually, I think it was one of my mom's friends maybe that she met down there. They're just chatting, and this is when I first picked up an instrument and I couldn't play at all. And she's like, "Well, so you trying to become a rock star?" I was like, "I'd love to become a rock star." She's like, "Well, it's gonna take a lot of work, but bless your heart for trying." But she just told me I sucked. It's like
super
hey.
super nice way to tell me I'm awful. Thank you.
And I'm like, thanks, I appreciate it. And then I think about it now. Whoa, she just completely insulted me. Like, hey.
She was trying to be nice. But she wasn't.
Hell, look at me now. So it's a.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, good thing you did pick up. So you picked up guitar first, and then you moved to bass, or
everybody that picks up a stringed instrument always starts on guitar. They just do. I started playing guitar, and I have ginormous freaking hands. So my guitar, like, when you're only supposed to hit, one note, I'm hitting like 3 notes at a time. Because I have sausage fingers.
So playing bass is probably easier for you. When I play bass, my fingers get so gnarled up. I'm like, well, I can't play for about a week.
Yeah. Well, so it's that. Plus, when you start a band, you can never find a bass player. So I was like, I'll do it. So,
I got it.
Yeah. And I don't know, I did it, and I ended up loving it,
That's cool. There's definitely a need for like drummers, but now it's at the point where that can't even be an excuse because you can find something to produce drums.
Oh yeah,
And
those devil machines. Yeah, the drum machines. Yeah.
I mean, but it is opening up an outlet for more people
Oh,
to
absolutely.
produce stuff on their own.
Yeah.
But man, I really hope drummers don't disappear.
I know. I mean,
They're probably in less. There's probably less of them now,
oh, yeah.
like more than ever because of drum machines.
Yeah.
Just
A lot of, that's more like the, like what you're talking about earlier, like the rap hip hop area. That's a big thing nowadays, and they use more electronical stuff than they do actual, musicians most of the time. But you'll still find your drummers, but a lot of time they're just to themselves. You'd have no idea that they're even a drummer until you talk to them about it. You know? There's been tons of times I've gone to a bar to see some guy drinking, they're having fun talking to people, and then come to find out he's been drumming for like 30 years. It's like, oh
wow.
I would have. You can't tell. Like me, you could look at me, and be like, dude, you gotta play guitar. Look at your hair. But a lot of people, like if I
Drummers are a different breed.
yeah,
Like,
if they didn't have the hair or anything like that, you'd have no idea that they
Yeah.
played an instrument. It's just it's crazy about how people judge you based on your looks.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
How
it is.
I forget what you told me about your guys' drummer, but what was your experience with finding a drummer? Like,
Well, my experience of finding a drummer he just showed up at my house
Yeah,
actually because I
yep.
met the one guy and he's like, hey, I'm gonna bring my friend over to play guitar. I'm like, okay.
yeah.
So he comes over, he starts playing guitar, and he's not really that great a guitar player. and
So before that, did you like search around a lot for a drummer, or
Actually, no. I was very lucky. I was only I was leaving all that work to the other guy, to find the people. I was just
Yeah.
gonna join, and then come to find out this, the drummer just shows up. I don't know if you want to call it destiny or what, but he just shows up in my house.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Plays guitar, can't play very well, jumps on drums, and just all of a sudden
Shreds.
he's John Bonham from fucking Led Zeppelin. It's
nice,
just
nice,
yeah. And then we go to kick some other kid's ass. Come to find out, we're gonna hire him because he's a great guitar player.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
show a guy my hairy leg, and then he becomes our other guitar player. It's just
yeah.
I love
That's
how stuff happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff does just kind of fall together, and like it is that kind of like just stop looking and let it happen kind of
Yeah.
situations. Like if you're interested in video, go to something that has to do with video, or like if you're interested in music, go
Oh,
to
yeah.
more things that pertain to music, like go to shows, go to whatever, and like find these people, because that's what you need to do.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting at home looking online, you can find it online, but it's a lot easier if you have tangible people near you.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
that's definitely a better way to go about it than
Oh yeah.
just creeping Facebook for people.
Yeah, right. I've done that. I've done that before, man. I had to find before we met Birdslow. I was trying to find a singer for the longest time, and I just like creep on everyone's page, like, do you sing at all? Do you sing? It was kind of weird. Thankfully, I don't do that, or haven't had to do that in years. But honestly, for people starting out as musicians, though, don't be afraid to go out of your element. For example, I'm just gonna use myself as an example. I was more of a AC/DC kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's really just all in A, and it's really just 4/4 really in there. Just balls to the wall type stuff. I never really went out of my element and did any bluesy stuff. I never did any reggae stuff. I never really did any like hard, actual metal. Like I never really did any of that until I got a little bit older and learned how to play a little bit more. Got a little more experienced with it. You know what I mean? Then the coolest thing about that though, like once you do that, you can take all of those hints of all those other genres and mix it into your own music, and the next thing you know, you have your own magic that you created. But just don't bite off more than you can chew, because if you're somebody who just started playing guitar like 6 months ago and you're trying to join this band that's already established, you're gonna be
eaten alive.
exactly.
Yeah.
So don't try booking yourself a show until you can play a song completely through. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Have you guys ever run into a situation where you screwed up pretty bad during a live show?
Thankfully, no, not really. I mean, our guitar player on his it wasn't his birthday, on 21st birthday, but we were playing some show at a bar, and I mean, he showed up pretty drunk, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. But the funny part is, yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen The Drunken Master by Jackie Chan. It's like you drink just enough,
yeah.
and then you're incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what basically happened. Like at first he's like, and he couldn't play at all, and then he just drank just enough, and then just
good.
Yeah,
Good
just
to go.
did something,
He's
yeah.
in his element.
He's kind of like Jack Sparrow, just kind of like very, very clumsy, falling all over the place, but doesn't manage to spill a drop or mess anything up. It's just one of those things. It's like, oh my god, but yeah, so, I mean,
Well, that's definitely lucky that you guys haven't run into a situation.
oh no,
like
that's
that.
not true. It wasn't our fault, but the PA, something happened with the PA. Somebody touched something. We were on stage and we didn't have a sound guy, so we were just jumping back and doing it ourselves. And somebody touched something on the PA and completely, like, I don't think it didn't like shut it off, but like our drummer's vocals went all the way up and our singer's vocals went all the way down. So we're like, what the hell's going on? And then you hear like, all this feedback and we're like, dude, what the hell did you just do? Like, so, I mean, yeah, we've had that happen, which screwed up an entire show, which was during a live music video too, so it's like that really screwed up, so we didn't keep that. But yeah, that sucked. That was awful.
Oh wow. Who'd you find to do your live music video?
Oh, we did it. Well, actually, our friend Jordan Snow showed up to that show, and he was carrying around a camera. And our friend Sean Reedy and Ed Vivenzio, we took cameras from the college because they can sign that out to us because we're Telecom alumni. So we just let's see. We think we had a 6 camera setup. We had 2 up in the like balcony area looking down, and then we had 1 in front of guitar player, 1 in front of rhythm area, 1 on the drummer. And there you have 1 in the middle, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it was a 7 camera. Then we had the 2 people walking around.
Yeah.
Cameras.
Oh, nice.
So then we had that, but the show got screwed up. So
Yeah.
But it was fun.
You guys gonna try that again? Doing a video?
Yeah, if
I
we
would
do-
definitely like to see a video from you guys
Yeah.
because like that song would be great with a video.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna do that though. Since our other friends are kind of moved away and doing their own thing now, we're probably gonna look into Frankie, with X Agency there, because he does an incredible job with live videos. So
Yeah. We showed one, I do believe, on the last one. He's great
Yeah, he
with,
does really
with
good
live
work.
situations, and I don't know if it's just like by accident or like because he was trying to explain to me about like his low light situations, but like somehow he's just really fucking good at it.
yeah, no, he's really good.
Like I can't pull off low light to save my life. Like I had to order these lights just to get this show to work.
Right. And we've had people come up to us like, yeah, we'd love to record your band. We'd love to do this with your band. Then we look at their work and it's like amateur hour, stuff you'd see in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I appreciate what you're doing and keep doing it, but we're a little bit past that now. We need
Or
someone.
at least like filter out your old stuff so you can see your good stuff, man.
Exactly, yeah. But, then, like, honestly, Frankie, at first, I didn't 100% believe him that he was, like, this good. And then I saw a live video he posted up of, I think, someone at the Lost Horizon. I don't know what band it was. And it was, like, golden. Like, I was like, dude, that's, like, what you would see nowadays, in a live actual, concert. Like, if you're going to watch the Rock Oklahoma and they're recording it, that's what it looks like, I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome,
Yeah.
But
Well, that's good. Definitely look into him because he is good.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see more work out of him. I know he's going into you guys shot something today?
No, yeah, it was a comedy sketch, yeah.
It was a comedy sketch?
Yeah. I love that stuff. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't want to give away because I don't want to like screw the plot of it until it comes out.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun.
Is he posting that up on his channel?
I believe he probably will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to do a comedy sketch group. I don't think there's a name for it yet, but I don't know. Like he's got this big idea, and it's a goal. And I love the idea, and he's just looking for people, to help him out with it. People who have time or who want to do stuff on YouTube, and he's found a bunch of us that would love, like you, would love to be doing stuff on YouTube, especially when it comes to comedy or something fun, that you can laugh at, so you're not so stressed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like today's shoot was absolutely hilarious. We had tons of fun. And the fact that I figured, like every other video shoot you ever do, somebody doesn't know what they're going to do or what they have to do. So it's just going to be a total wreck and you're going to be wasting a lot of time. No, it was like right down, to the nitty gritty done. And
As long as you have a good director, you're fine.
yeah, and
because
Frankie does a great job.
Everyone wants to usually do something. If they show up, they definitely want to do something. And as long as you're able to say, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is how I want you to do it. And put your little personal spin on it.
Yeah, and
You should be good.
the thing I like most about Frankie too is like I've dealt with a lot of people who want to shoot videos. They're complete. Okay, so here it is again. I don't know the term for this, but I'm just gonna call them a Nazi. They're Nazis. They won't let you add your own and like your own idea.
Yeah.
Frankie's very lenient with that idea. He likes
Yeah.
taking ideas from other people,
Yeah.
and he's not gonna act like an ass. If he doesn't like it, he'll
And
tell
he's not
you.
afraid to tell you, no,
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 yeah,
that's
exactly.
not going to
It's
work.
not gonna work because of these reasons. He has a reason for
Yeah.
it, you know. So that's one thing I do like about him is that he's very lenient when it comes to other people's ideas. Like Ryan came up with an idea that worked a little bit better in the script, and the video was just, it came out perfect, and Frankie didn't argue about it. He was like, all right, yeah, man, let's give it a shot.
I feel bad every once in a while when actually, whenever he shows me something, I have to, just because I know I want the same treatment. Like whenever I show something, I want something back. I want someone to be like,
Feedback, yeah.
you could do this instead. You could try to do this, and I do it to him, and I'm not gonna stop doing it.
Right.
Like, this is great, dude. But hey, right here in this part, why don't you next time try to tweak this or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what you really want out of friends in general, is like, hey, this is awesome. But hey, check this out too. Like,
Oh, yeah.
try this.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. And the cool part about that, too, is sometimes it's just the easiest little thing that can make the whole video or whole song or whatever it is you want to do golden. You know what I mean? It's just like the simplest thing. Like, actually, during Prison City, the song you played earlier, there's a part during the solo section, we switched keys, but we didn't know how to switch back, and we spent, like, I'm going to say a couple hours just trying to figure it out, and eventually I just kind of came up with this bright idea. I was like, why don't we do this? And got right back into it. That was all simple. That's how easy it was, just like that. And then the song was made.
oh, nice.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes it's like you try to overcomplicate it, but it doesn't need to be. And then, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Just make it work.
yeah.
Just make it work. Put your own little spin on it.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we're actually hitting an hour and 40 minutes now.
Oh,
so
wow. I didn't know it was here that long.
so we'll end it on your song, and later on, if you want to just shoot me like a link to the page or whatever, and
Absolutely.
I'll throw it in the description so other people can check it out. Definitely listen to the CCC radio station. What was it again?
Win 89 FM, 89.1 Auburn's only alternative.
Yeah. You do that too well. You do that way too well.
But yeah, man, if you ever want the other guys to come on, just let me know. They would love to do this.
Yeah,
this is a
definitely,
lot of fun.
definitely. And I think I'm gonna keep with the biweekly schedule,
That
and
works,
just so I can space it out, gives me a little time to work on it and stuff. And soon I might actually try to incorporate like a little bit more for the channel and stuff like that. And yeah, so whoever you think would be good, definitely just mention it to them, and hopefully I can get more people on
Yeah,
here, because
absolutely, I will.
this is definitely fun, and I know Frankie enjoyed it. I can't say people enjoy it because we've only had one other guest. You're our second guest,
I
which
loved it. It
which
was
is
fun.
awesome, and I thank you, man. I
Yeah, no
thank you
problem, man. I appreciate it.
for being on time and like actually being into like sharing some stuff.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But so I'm actually going to end this with your song.
All right.
If you don't mind, I'll
Yeah,
just
go for it.
I'll we'll have you play us out.
All right.
All right, man. So
Hey, thank you guys for listening, by the way. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Shout out to all you guys. Love you, Jess.
All right, everybody. Check out the next show, and we're just gonna switch over to your album art and let your song play out.
All right.